Gonna hear leaves crunching and see stuff in the background. This is on the top of Ranger out at Wildwood, just random piles of stuff. Tires kind of go with the new tires on this. This is the Ozark Trail Slalom, the FS.2 Slalom. I have videos already on this bike, a playlist I'll link down in the description, including where I've made a few modifications like that. And these tires, and I've confirmed that 2.6 will fit if it's the right 2.6. These are kind of balloony. I wouldn't go any further than these. I would say 2.5 would be a safe spot. 2.4 definitely safe, but 2.5 maybe, because there's a thing called frame flex that just happens naturally. You can press and flex on a frame and it'll close the distance down here. So anyway, that's not the topic of this video. I do want to talk about the one bad thing. You know, I share everything with you, so I want to give you my full experience, and look how good mud looks on this. It actually kind of fits. I think I'm going to put a Stormtrooper emblem right there. Also have a black one of these on the way, so we'll be able to compare those side by side. But let's talk about bad, and let me tell you where it started happening. I upgraded the shock here, an air shock, and wow, what a difference that makes. And you will recall, if you have watched my videos on this, again, play link down in the description, but I took these bolts out and went through this pivot system and found out there's actually bearings hiding back there, which is a good thing. Even down here, a bearing where a lot of manufacturers hide cheapness, not on this Ozark Trail FS.2 Slalom. Good news there. So bearings. My keen-eyed viewers noticed that I didn't take this off, this pivot, and wondered why and what was back there. Well, I upgraded the rear shock sooner than I thought, and then went back to look at this and see what was hiding back here. In this, see if there's just a plastic bushing, a guide, whatever is back there. I wanted to know, but that's where I ran into a problem. Now, let me tell you, if you don't know torque values on something, and I'm a person that really likes to torque things down to proper specs, but if you don't know torque values, an old trick is to take a torque wrench and start tightening at a low value and work yourself up one increment at a time until you go from the click to it actually tightening. And then you can know that at the very least, going by the clicks. If this clicks, just an example, is to start out at say 12.1 or some low torque value. Start at a really low torque value and work yourself up in increments. 12.2 it clicks, 12.3 it clicks, 12.4 it clicks, and then 12.5, there's a little bit of movement before it clicks. Well, that can tell me that this was at least 12.4, 12.5. When I got to this one, I ran out of torque wrench, meaning I had exceeded my bike tool torque wrench. So I had to drag out another one that I had, and I exceeded that one. So I had to reclaim my larger torque wrench. And it kept going, and I was over 55 Newton meters of torque. And this was still not budging. So I started getting concerned, like, what's going on here? I even used, I don't know if you can tell, I used penetrating oil. Just, this is so new, there's no way this could be seized up, but just in case, you never know. I tried soaking this with penetrating oil. I even reclaimed my impact driver and went and bought a bit just for this. And I don't know if you can tell, but do you see how that's wallowed out just a bit in there? You can even see some little bitty marks there where it had started. Even on the other side, when I went to it and tried, and this was just with a regular wrench, but on that other side, I haven't started second guessing myself, is this reverse threaded? But if it was, then when I was tightening, it would have loosened. So it was above my abilities, whatever the case with the regular wrench and then an impact driver. I don't know if it's just factory over tightening or if it's just me, but I cannot get this off. And at least for me, that's bad. I won't say it's really a problem, because right now it's not. I have things set up the way I want, and I will only be loosening and tightening these two. Well, you know, tightening these as I go. And well, I guess it's a good thing. I'll never have to worry about the tightness of this, will I? It's not going to come off. It's not coming off with an impact driver. I don't think that's ever going to work itself loose. But this is the only things that I will ever be servicing and swapping out shocks. So, you know, I say not really a problem, at least not an immediate problem, but it is, you know, kind of bad that is so tight. Unless, just tell me, am I doing something wrong? What would you have done, and would you expect that to be so tight that at least 55 Newton meters won't get it, and then an impact driver can't even loosen it with the correct socket before it starts wallowing things out? That's why I'm making this video. So if you're a bike elitist, if you're looking for something to hate, I guess, well, there you go. You can focus in on this and start complaining, but I don't think you're gonna get very far because it's a pretty good bike. And as you can see, I've been making it better. And these are Goodyears. They're Goodyear Escape and Ultimate. Yes, there we go. Tires upgraded, this upgraded. The fork is coming next. I already have 2 forks dedicated for this, and that's gonna make a big difference. And my dropper should be here any day. I'm gonna put a dropper on this. I had to go with a 100mm dropper because the height, I've already talked about this, that's slammed down. And I only raise it up about this high for my regular riding. So yeah, a little unique there. But that's the Slalom. That's my one problem with the Slalom, and the only problem so far on a very awesome bike. And I have that black one coming. Can't wait to get it out and get them side by side and see which one looks better in person. That's all I have to say in this video. Now it's your turn to speak. What do you think about that bolt tightness? Problem or not? Comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.